Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about so many things about Bitcoin, crypto, the stock market. And so first question of the day. So first news of today, it's about the debt ceiling. So there is a little bit of negotiation now with Jerome Powell, whether they're going to raise the debt ceiling. Everybody's talking about it. They say, oh, we're not going to raise it. We're going to make some agreements. We're not going to make an agreement. And of course, this has caused lots of turmoil into the markets because, of course, can you imagine that investors don't know what's going to happen? Because of course, if they're going to fail to raise the debt ceiling, this could cause like an Armageddon, like a crash in the stock market. But the thing is, they will raise the debt ceiling. Why do I know that? Well, it's an hypothesis, right? It's not financial advice. Don't take my words. This is my opinion, but at the moment they're not in a position to, I would say, go into default. So because if they go into default, that could be very painful. So I believe that even some local investors are confident the US can avoid debt ceiling Armageddon. So again, this guy was Clancy Yates, so I agree with him that nothing is going to happen. So at the moment we saw a little bit of course, of a pullback in the crypto market, stock market, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be resolved very soon. Now let's jump into the chart so we can start talking about our beautiful Bitcoin. So Bitcoin. At the moment, I'm on the daily chart. As you can see, we have formed in the last 2 or 3 weeks this head and shoulder. As you can recall in my previous videos, I mentioned this head and shoulder so many times. I've said to everybody, guys, look, we're forming this right shoulder over here, and look what happened. We actually did, it actually happened like we predicted. So at the moment, we aim to understand where we can go from here. So I got a few ideas from here. So first of all, as you can see, we have this head and shoulder, and looks like if this is going to play out, then what we can do sometimes, we can have a look at the height of the head compared to the neckline. So from here to here, and then to understand, we can just project this one to here, and then we can understand roughly where it could go to. So again, if this head and shoulder plays out, so we're gonna bring us to a target of roughly $23,000 to $24,000. So is it gonna play out? I don't know. It's very, very difficult to say. So, but again, the reason why I think it's gonna go here and then maybe have a big rebound is because first of all, this is a head and shoulder, so the target is going to be here. Second of all, the target of the head and shoulder matches exactly this diagonal support line over here. So at the moment, right, we are in this sort of channel, we can say. So, you have one line over here, and then also I can draw another line roughly at this level over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put this one here like that. So we can see that we are in a sort of a channel. So again, maybe more like this way. So again, if we touch the bottom of the channel, then we could have a big response and then go onto the upper side of the channel, which is roughly $35,000 to $36,000. So everything points out that if we have a bigger correction, we might actually going down this way over here. So again, if I have a look at the Fibonacci, just to understand where we can trade, we can just draw it here from here. And again, the target for the Fibonacci bring us to roughly 24,597, or even it could be like a week to 22,800. So we need to just wait and see where we could go to. Very difficult to say. So cool. Now, this is more like of a, I would say, long-term, medium-term target. So what's going to happen maybe in the next month or so. But we can also have a look at more short-term, what we could expect from Bitcoin. And this is what I think is going to happen. As you can see from here, this is the 4-hour chart. We are now into this, we can call it like some people would like to call it a pennant, so a bearish pennant, because we have the pole over here, and then we have these two lines which are becoming smaller. And over here, looks like that we are pretty much forming this, lower high and higher lows, right? It's touching over here, and now is also, correcting in this way. So looks like the channel is becoming smaller and smaller, and very soon, maybe in 1 or 2 days, we're gonna understand where Bitcoin could go to. So this is my 2 hypothetical scenarios. So scenario number 1, that if because again, guys, it's very difficult to understand from here where this is going to be bullish or bearish, because we have pretty much 50-50. I mean, looking at the general trend, the head and shoulder, I believe that is more bearish than bullish. But again, it's very difficult in a symmetrical triangle to understand exactly, to say, oh yeah, it's 90% more chance that it's going to go to the upside. So we had to just, play by the rules and maybe wait to see where it could go to. So at the moment, this is my hypothetical scenario, right? So if we break to the downside, doesn't mean that we have to go down in a straight line, but what could happen is, have a look at the pole here. So if we translate the pole to this level here, right, it could bring us back to maybe, yeah, $23,000, which is, as you can remember on the Fibonacci, the 0.5, also look at the $23,000. So that could be a potential scenario. Again, I don't think it's going to go down, in a straight line like that, but maybe it might do, this, then this, and then this. So it could be a potential target, right, which then could be completing the head and shoulder. And also, we can see from here, it might also be, because look at the RSI also. The RSI, it's almost oversold. So what we might expect as well could be from here, could be even the formation of a double bottom. So you're going to have one bottom over here, then a bit of a retest, then another bottom, and then this kind of motion like that. So again, what we have to do is to observe, and then we try to, whenever you want to enter a trade, is to, of course, observe the situation, and then you're gonna make a decision according to what you can see. Not financial advice, but that's what I think we need to see. And of course, if you have a double bottom, then from here it could bring us back to this target over here at around 29,800, because of course we calculate, the double bottom from here to here, and then we just translate this to season. So yeah, pretty much 29,500. But again, it's very, very early to say that, so we need to wait. The only most important thing that we have to do right now is to, of course, break, in order to be hyper bullish, is to break this diagonal resistance over here. Once we break this level here, then I could turn bullish and think, okay, we're gonna go higher. But at the moment, we are very, very far from it, so we just have to wait. Now, the next one I want to talk about today is Ethereum. So Ethereum is also like into an ascending channel, and what I think it could be happening with Ethereum. So we are on the daily chart at the moment, right? As you can see, we have formed a sort of a, I mean, it looks like similar to Bitcoin, like a head and shoulder, but in this case over here, it looks like, we had broken to the downside. We are forming a sort of a ABCD pattern. So whenever I talk about ABC, right, you see this kind of movement, right? So A from here, B from here, then you had a C, and then the D, which is the same as A to B. So if you do this sort of ABCD pattern, it brings us to the level of Fibonacci at roughly 0.5, which is 1,640. So sorry, I'm talking about the 0.382 Fibonacci, and that's probably what we could see, like a sort of ABCD pattern to continue this level here, go at the bottom of the channel, and then continue to the upside. And again, the upside target could be roughly, we need to again draw a Fibonacci bar in reverse, because of course Fibonacci is like a retracement. So we go over here, we draw a Fibonacci, and then we can see how high we could go to. So again, if we listen to the Fibonacci, then what could be happening, we could retrace, we could go up to this level over here at around 2,400 for Ethereum. So because the top of the channel, and also the same line with this level of resistance, and also with the Fibonacci, which is great. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you today is the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is, of course, you had a great move over here. So we broke this level this previous level of resistance. So it looks like, it went to the upside, but there is something that I will be a little bit cautious right now. So first of all is the FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt about the debt ceiling, which unfortunately is causing a little bit of pullback from investors. So I wouldn't be surprised that now that we broke this level of resistance over here, instead of just keep going to this level because of the debt ceiling talk, we might see a pullback to retest this level over here, maybe down to here at maybe 13,000, 12,900, 13,000 to then continue to the upside. So again, if we have a look at the support, we might see a pullback again. Maybe we can draw again a diagonal support from here, and it could bring us to roughly, let's have a look. So yeah, roughly over here at the previous Fibonacci, maybe at 12,897, to then continue to the upside and maybe try to aim for this target over here. And the last thing I want to show you guys is the DXY dollar currency index, which is showing lots of bearish right now. I mean, look at this. I draw this line over here, which is a line from actually 2009, and looks like we've been in the channel for all this time, right? And look at this, right? So we touched the top of the channel from here, and at the moment we've been correcting quite dramatically, right? So if you have a look at the DXY dollar currency strength of the US dollar, it looks incredibly bearish, but again, doesn't mean that we can't have a little bit of a pullback. So we might see a retrace, up to here to then continue all the way down. So again, for the DXY, we might see a retracement up to maybe 105, 106 until the debt ceiling is resolved, and then we're going to see a further continuation to the downside. So the target for this year is, for me, $94, which then, if that happens, of course, assets like Bitcoin, Tesla, the S&P, Nasdaq, they're going to go significantly higher. All right, guys, that's all for me for today. I hope it was helpful. So again, I'm expecting short-term on Bitcoin. I want to see that symmetrical triangle to break, and I want to see the direction it's going to go to. But again, I think it's going to be a correction that is going to be bought up, and then once the debt ceiling is resolved, we're going to see a further continuation to the upside. Again, worst target is $24,000 Bitcoin, but I don't know if we're gonna get there. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you have any question, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we just release every day a new video. Thank you very much, and I'm gonna